Hey guys, Hunter Baden with Century 21 The Harrelson Group. Want to make another quick video on the difference between emotional negotiating and logical negotiating. Now, throughout the entire process of any real estate transaction, there is a lot of decisions to be made. There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of curveballs that get thrown your way whenever you're buying or selling a property. Now, of course, if you're a seller and you've lived inside of this home for 10 to 15 years, maybe you were born and raised here and it's your home. You're selling it. It should be emotional. It should be a very concerning experience, and you have every right in the world to be concerned and emotional during that process. Now, of course, on the flip side, if you're buying a property, well, you may be raising your brand new family, you may be having a newborn on the way, or there's emotional decisions whenever you're buying a property as well. Sellers and buyers, you guys are emotional and you have the right to be. You should be. That's why it's extremely important to have a professional in your corner who can monitor the emotions, keep the stress levels down, and make decisions logically. Now, whenever we're discussing negotiating a real estate deal, handling a transaction from start to finish, it is important that, yes, there will be emotions involved, but it's also important to have a professional throughout the negotiation phase that can remain logical and make the best decisions for you, the consumer, moving forward. The professional's job is to stay logical. The buyer or seller can be emotional as they want, but make sure you have a professional that's representing you who can remain consistent and logical in the decision process. Now, the result is always more beneficial whenever the decisions are made logically. Okay? Typically, during the negotiation process, a lot of decisions are made in a quick amount of time. Typically, a negotiation usually takes about a day or so. So in that 24 hours, there's a lot of decisions such as sales price, what conveys with the property, who will pay for this, what side will cover these closing costs. So there's all of these decisions that will cause very high stress levels. Whenever stress gets high, emotional decisions start to take place. Now, of course, emotional decisions will feed today, and they will make you happy, and they will satisfy what needs to be satisfied today. The issue with selling or buying real estate is the fact that that's a permanent decision. You need to be making logical decisions that will also provide success not only today, but 10 years from now in the future. That's where the difference between emotional decisions feeding today and logical decisions feeding the future. Okay, so extremely important to understand the difference and know whether you're making an emotional decision or a logical decision. Now, some examples, because there's plenty of negotiations where buyers and sellers will have high stress levels, there'll be a lot of questions and concerns, a lot of emotions are involved, and a lot of times, unfortunately, you'll see clients who make emotional decisions to satisfy the current moment, but it won't help them out down the road. For example, if we're going back and forth on a $400,000 to $500,000 property over a few $100s, or who gets to keep the kitchenware set or the washer and dryer, we have to take a step back, stop thinking so emotionally, and then start to make the right decision based off of logic. Okay, so a lot of times it's unfortunate because you'll see a lot of deals fall through based on a few small items, when in reality, the deal could have been won and you could have won in the future. Important to understand when we're making those decisions. Now, we're looking to win today and in the future. So it's important that we stay logical, remain calm whenever there's a deal or an offer on the table. Okay? And the best advice between making emotional or logical decisions whenever we're negotiating is to keep the ego out of the negotiation. A lot of the times it's more important to let the other side win the battle. You know, let them feel like they got a deal or they got a steal or they won that small or that one negotiation, when in reality, you as the consumer are winning the bigger picture, such as getting the property sold or also selling it before the negative cash flow in the winter times if, for example, you're an oceanfront or a short-term rental area and you own a condo. It's just a small example. If you have any questions as far as what the negotiation process involves, what kind of important decisions need to be made, or any questions as far as how to stay logical in that time period because it can be stressful and it can make you want to make emotional decisions. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 843-503-9988, or you can also email me at hbadenc21@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you and look forward to being a resource in the future.